Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sue Phillip. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Victoria, British Columbia, and I am so excited to bring to you another fabulous card featuring the Oh So Ombré papers from our up-and-coming Sale A Bration catalog that is going to be live starting January the 5th to February the 28th. So during this time, you will be able to earn items for free when you place orders of $60 or more. So for every $60 you spend, you get to pick an item for free. We have a couple items that are at the 120 mark. And then we have got 6 items available at that $60 mark. So there's some great papers, some great stamp sets, and I have been doing some live videos. You can find it in my Sale A Bration 2021 playlist, and you'll be able to see some of the options that you can earn for free starting January 5th. Okay, so for today's project, like I said, I'm going to use the Oh So Ombré papers. This is a paper stack that you can get for free. I am going to pair it with Dragonfly Garden, which is new from our new mini catalog that will be launching on the same time, January the 5th, and it will run until June. But there is so many amazing products in here. One of them is this gorgeous new stamp set, and it comes in a bundle featuring the coordinating punch. So when you do get the bundles, you do save 10%, which is great. On the last 2 videos with the Oh So Ombré, I did feature the punch and the stamp set together. So remember to check out those past videos and subscribe so you don't miss any more of my Sale A Bration sneak peeks for you, as well as sneak peeks from the new mini catalog. Okay, so I'm going to get started and show you today how you can actually stamp on these ombre papers to make a beautiful effect on a card, and you can color over top of them. So this is our card we're going to be doing today, and it features these papers. So this is a close-up of the ombre papers that you get on the package. There is 48 of them in total. You will get pattern papers in the ombre colors, as well as the plain sheets in the ombre as well. They're two-sided, of course, so you have got lots of papers to use, and they are great for all sorts of different techniques, as well as just your basic stamping. All right, so I'm going to bring in what I'm going to be using for this card. We're going to be using some of the plain paper in this one, and I have got a card base that is just, oh, I got an extra one there, that is just Whisper White. I have it opening in this direction here. Okay, and the card base measures 5.5 by 4 1/4. So original size would be 11 by 4 1/4, scored in half. Now to start this card off, we are going to bring in a couple pieces of the Blackberry Bliss ombre paper, and I'm just going to line both sides of the card base with these papers. So I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Seal. I've got the gorgeous green on the other side. That's the Granny Apple. So the colors that you get in this pack are the Blackberry Bliss, the Granny Apple Green, the Rocco Rose, and then Bermuda Bay. So they are beautiful colors, nice and bright colors. And you can do a lot of things with these papers. As you can see, if you look back in my other videos, you'll get a kind of a better feel for what you can do with all of these, okay? Now I'm going to take this green one, and this is what I'm going to start doing my stamping on. I'm going to make kind of a background out of this beautiful stamp right here. Now these beautiful daisies, I think of them as, I think they're called Cosmo daisies maybe, or there's ones that are, I'm going to do them coloring of yellow and kind of a dark center. So more of a kind of Black-Eyed Susan daisy. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp this stamp a couple times on here, just like so. And then I'm going to show you how easy it is to color right over top of the gorgeous papers using the Stampin' Blends. So for this, I want to highlight these daisies. I'm going to draw you in a little closer. And I'm just going to go in with my Stampin' Blends. What color have I got here? I've got the dark So Saffron, and I'm just going to color these out like this. I mean, you don't have to color any of these flowers. It's going to look fabulous just having the pattern right on the ombre. But I wanted to highlight just a few of the features in the stamp. So I'm going to do the yellow. Now I do have one that I have started. I've done all the yellow. There it is there, just to kind of take you through. And then I'm going to do a little bit, let's see, of purple. I went in and did these little flowers down here with a little bit of purple, just to kind of highlight these ones. So again, you can do as many or as few as you want, just like so. Okay, then I used a little bit of Granny Apple Green, so tone on tone, because that is the color of the ombre paper that we have got in the background. So I wanted to bring that green in and just highlight a few leaves, just like this. Okay, I went ahead and I stamped some of our tiny little dragonflies over top. I'll just get this out of the way here, over top of the green across the top here. And then I did a little bit of coloring on the wings of just some Pool Party. It's very subtle, but it really draws out the wings of those baby dragonflies. Okay, now to finish that off, see how that really brings out the color? To finish it off, I'm going to keep it just close up here because I'm going to bring in, once again, you guys know I am a fan of this, the Wink Stella, which is a amazing little pen. And I always call it, it's like fairy dust. It's like Tinkerbell. Just kind of color over top of whatever it is that you want to highlight. So I am going to highlight these gorgeous yellow daisies, and it just makes them a little bit brighter. And of course, shiny. Everybody loves shiny. Okay. And then I couldn't, you know, I have to have a little bit of like pixie dust on the wings of these baby dragonflies. It's just a must-have, just like so. Okay, there we go. So once you've got it all sparkled up, what you're going to do is you're going to attach it to, I've got a piece that is just 1/4 of an inch wider by the same height because I wanted the green to pop off of the background with that purple. So I wanted to have that little white layer in there. Let's zoom you out again. Good. And I wanted to just use a tiny bit of Bumblebee. I want to draw in that yellow. So this is our Bumblebee gingham ribbon. It's one of my favorites. So once this is attached, whoop, let's get my adhesive going. Here we go. It's so quiet, these new Stampin' Seals, that I never know whether it's actually running or not, compared to the snails that used to make that clickety, clickety, clickety noise. Okay, so I'm going to tie a little bit around here, just like this. Now you could take a little bit more time and color in all of those green leaves if you want, and I'll show you on my finished one that I did that. But see how, oh, Make that a little tighter. See how that little bit of yellow ribbon draws out those yellow flowers? We are going to pop it onto our card base using our Stampin' Dimensions, just like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Center it up. And it sure does pop off of that blackberry. Now you can see that I went dark to light in the center, so I wanted to go dark to light opposite direction for the sides. I thought that was kind of a nice play on shades. And we're gonna finish it off by pulling in one of our sayings from the stamp set. Let's see if I can get it out here. We're going to use "For a True Friend." And I'm going to use a little bit of that Memento ink again. And I'm just going to stamp, whoop, little tap, tap. We say tap, tap, and then gentle. It's my go-to whenever I'm running my in-person classes. I always remind people, you don't have to press hard on the stamp pads. You just need to do a little tap, 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 and then just a little gentle on the stamp. I wanted a little tiny dragonfly on there. And I'm going to color that in blue. Oop, come on, keep it still. Just like that. Just to highlight those little wings. Okay, add a little bit of sparkle, of course, on those wings. Cannot have a dragonfly wing without sparkle. Okay, cover up my ink pad or else I'm going to end up with it everywhere. Now I'm going to layer this up with another piece of Granny Apple Green. Now this little punched edge here was Take Your Pick Lovely, I think it is Lovely Label Punch. So it has a couple different ends to it, but it's kind of cool how it works because you get to have either put in 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, or 1 inch, and each width that you put in, it adds more detail. So they line up amazingly on with the patterns on the edges, and they look really, really pretty on anything that you've got going on. Now I'm going to add this onto my card. I'm going to keep in mind that this side of the saying is going to be on the area which is slightly lower. This side here is going to be at the same level. So you got to remember that when you're putting down your dimensions, just like that. Then I'm just going to turn this over, do a little haircut, little trim like that, and have that nice and flush to the card. There, we've got that. Now we need to add a little bit of added something. We're going to put a few of our basic pearls on here. Now you can see that with these basic pearls, I always have them on hand. Basic pearls, let's see here, basic rhinestones, because you can also change the shades of those, as well as there's a couple ribbons, the metallic trimmed ribbons, the gold and the silver. I love those ones, as well as the white seam binding, because you can use your Stampin' Blends to color those ribbons or the pearls or the rhinestones and make them whatever colors that you want. So it's perfect if you don't have the right shade of ribbon or the right shade of embellishment. Bring out your Stampin' Blends and color them up to coordinate with your projects. All right, so I'm going to bring in the original card, and it has a little bit more coloring to it than the second one, but you can see how effective it is to use those ombre backgrounds just to do some simple stamping to make a scene and then highlight certain areas with some color. Remember to use that Wink of Stella and a little bit of embellishments. And there you have a beautiful, quick and easy card. Okay, so that is my third one for the Oh So Ombré. I will be pulling in some other items from the Sale A Bration catalog and doing some more videos for you. So remember to subscribe. Once everything goes live on January the 5th, if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I can mail you off the catalogs if you're anywhere within Canada. And remember, you're going to earn stuff for every $60 that you spend. If you hit the $90 mark, I always have a loyalty gift each month for those that use the host code, which is this one right here for January, and they're always new things. So with the new catalog comes new products. These are brand new from that new Occasions Mini. It is the pastel pearls, and once I get notification of that order over $90, wherever you are in Canada, I am going to mail these out for you, okay? So just remember, it doesn't matter where you live in Canada, you can use my host code. Your orders come straight to your door, and then I will mail you out your beautiful pearls if your order's over $90. And you can get creating using free stuff that you earned with your orders, okay? All right, so take care. Thank you for joining me again, and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.